A Rhode Island parrot is suddenly in demand for adoption despite being known for some pretty bad behavior.
Hendrix is a 30-year-old parrot who was brought to the shelter 2 months ago. At first, he was quiet, and workers at the shelter say he was malnourished and seemed terrified. But as he settled in, Hendrix came out of his shell, and that's when they learned he has a foul mouth. For reference, and of course, since we can't say it or show it, his caretakers say that he does a great Samuel L. Jackson impersonation.
Folks at the shelter didn't think he'd be able to find a home until they posted him on social media and showing his colorful language. That post went viral. Evidently, a lot of people want a bird that can curse. They say they wanted to be upfront with potential adopters that he has this issue, but also they want to be sure they found a forever family.
If you call him a pretty bird, he'll say thank you. He'll say good morning, baby. Other than the niceties, that's as far as the niceties go. The rest of it is slurs, cusses, things I can't repeat on camera.
Oh, Hendrix.
He's
well,
sexy.
And listen, more than 50 people applied to adopt Hendrix from as far away as Kansas. Now, we're talking he's in Rhode Island. Get this though, the shelter says he has now been adopted by a woman from southern Maine who has plenty of experience with birds and is ready to give Hendrix a happy home. And she doesn't mind that he has a potty mouth.
She can probably extend his vocabulary some, you know.
He must have learned it from his original owner. You
He
know,
learned
as
it
a little
somewhere.
bird. I used to have a bird growing up.
Yeah.
And they are next level, you guys. They need all the attention. They will mimic you in ways you didn't even know they could. And that's a perfect example of that.
All right.
Not to be a Debbie Downer, but I do feel bad because we said he's 30 years old.
He's 30.
But birds
they live a long
like
time.
100 years. They usually
I'm saying that speaks to like he's been around for a long time and then evidently got abandoned by his owner. No wonder he was sort of in a funk. Like, you know, poor thing.
cussing people out.
But he's still
Probably.
You was
It only
scared too
makes
if it happened to you.
But don't you think Hendrix knows that that's not what he should be saying?
Probably so, but I would be frustrated too if I was abandoned.
I don't
too.
think there's any changing him at this point.
And Samuel L. Jackson movies are amazing. So.
Amen to that too.